Hello YouTubers, haven't done a video on this car in a while. Check it out, it's got bumpers. Didn't have that before. I have been doing things to it. As you can tell, the old Utes back in Melbourne. You might be wondering, what am I doing to the old Ute? What crazy modification am I getting onto now? Well, nothing too crazy. Driven it all the way from Mildura back to Melbourne. That drive, this car had some high RPM on the way back. I reckon 100k an hour was about 3,000 RPM, I think. For a big 351 Windsor, 3,000 RPM, it sucks the juice. Bit of brake dust. Oh, it does. Oh wow! Have a look at this. You can see in there, there's a little nut. Those two little nuts you could undo for the plate. And they thought about it. They put this hole so you can go straight through and get to the nuts, and then spin the axle around, get to the next one. I like that. I like that a lot. I get my socket straight in there. Rags, this is going to be messy. Going to be so messy. What size are you? Probably some old-fashioned size, something 1/2 and 16th or something. I'm using 14. That's a tight fit, but it fits. Golly. Oh, it's out. Heading down to a Diff shop. It's called Diff King in Dandenong. They're the company that built this Diff. Back when I got them to do this, I said to them, do a ratio that's the same as like the GTHO Falcons, which now to come to think about it, those cars were designed to race around Bathurst, but by the time they hit Bathurst straight, like the straight, they would have been screaming at like 5,500 RPM at 140 mile an hour, and that's what they were designed to do.
To something around 140 miles per hour.
Alan Moffat led a 1-2-3 victory for the Falcon GTHO Phase 3.
Not something that I'm racing around Bathurst, it's something that I want to cruise out on the high ratio that's in it. I believe it's a 3.25 ratio that's in it. But I'm going to give them this Diff and I'm just going to see what they say. Alright, well I was in there a lot longer than I thought. He looked at it straight away and he said it was a 3.25 ratio, so I was right, it was a 3.25 ratio. Apparently you can have a 3-to-1 and a 2.75 for the 9-inch, apparently. I would have thought there would be some in between, but they recommended it a 2.75 ratio, which brings it down to about 2,310 RPM. That's the most you can go with a 9-inch diff. These cars, they never had an overdrive, and it was pretty normal for them to be around the 2,500 RPM at 100 kilometers an hour. So look, I think going the 2.75 ratio will give me the best result with this gearbox. I will see you guys tomorrow when I'm putting this back in. Here it is, the new diff gears. Well, I better clean this up and get it ready to put a little bit of gasket maker on it and put it back in there and fill it up with oil and see how it goes. Thick oil. Oh, that's it, it's back on its own legs now. Something a bit different this video. Oh, diff jokes, it just continues on. Maybe not today, but coming up very soon, I'll take it for a drive and see what the difference is. Today I've got a few other things to do. I'll put this away, but maybe over the weekend I'll take it for a quick spin and see what it's like. And it's another day. So we'll take this car for a drive and we'll see what the ratios are like. Let's go. Am I at 100? I'm on 93, 95, traffic's a bit slow. It's just over 2 grand at the moment. Righto, where's 100? 100k, right there. I am at 2.2, I think. Yeah, it looks like 2.1, 2.2. That's lower than what I thought it would be. Just cruises now, effortlessly, cruises. That's what you want this car for, is cruising. Not how quick can it get down the quarter mile, because I think that's what the gears were in it before. You'd use it for a drag strip. That's cheap.